Jono Lancaster is not like most 25-year-olds. He has Treacher Collins Syndrome. Only 1 in 10,000 babies are born with this rare genetic condition.
He was like, look, I've got no cheekbones, and made me poke him, and I was like, oh my god, that's so weird.
He's never met his biological parents, who gave him up for adoption 36 hours after he was born. But he's looking for them now, so he can show them how well he's doing.
My birth parents were horrified with the way I looked, and this is showing them that I can perform in front of people staring at me.
He may look different, but what really stands out is his attitude. He wants to live his life to the full, and he's on a mission to change the way the world thinks about his face.
Doctors said that I weren't supposed to walk or talk. Football coaches, rugby coaches thought I was disabled. I've done marathons and they're like, that shut you up. I've even had people come up to me and say, hiya, you okay? Do you want a receipt? Like talking to me slowly because of my appearance, and all those doubters out there, I told you so.
Jono Lancaster has a genetic condition, Treacher Collins Syndrome. It changes the way facial bones are formed in the womb. He has no cheekbones, and it has also affected his hearing. All in all, Jono's not your typical heartthrob. But his 3-year relationship with 19-year-old Laura Richards is attracting the media's attention. It seems that no one can quite believe he's found love looking the way he does.
We got a phone call from this morning saying that he wants to be on TV, and he's just skipping about and jumping and kicking his legs back. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, we're going to be on This Morning. And I'm like, what?
Thank you.
The question I get asked most is, what do you think about having children with Jono as it's hereditary? That's the question I get all the time.
Yeah, that's like a tough subject.
It annoys me how cool he is about everything, and I get so nervous. He's more confident than I am, I think.
But I've had to be positive throughout my whole entire life. Everybody just looks at me and underestimates me, and I've always had to prove people wrong.
They're waiting for Katie Price.
Where's all our paparazzi?
Jono's taken to showbiz like a fish to water.
Completely unexpected. Autograph.
Welcome back, still to come. Spandau Ballet are here and they're performing their brand new single.
First though, Jono Lancaster was born with a rare genetic condition which stops the facial bones developing in the womb, and had given up hope of ever meeting someone who, as he says, could love his face.
Well, 3 years ago, Jono met Laura, and the rest, as they say, is history.
How did that come about?
Laura joined the gym, so doing a resting heart rate, and we were like beating over 100 beats per minute. So I was like, yeah, she's into me sort of thing, and a bit of confidence.
And when your heart rate did go faster, was it?
Oh, I was so embarrassed. It was like when you know something's happening and you're trying to stop it, but then it makes it even worse. It's like, right, Laura, calm down, and it's racing, and I'm thinking, oh my God.
I love you too. I really do.
Very much indeed. Still to come, we've got a bit of cocktail.
How do you feel?
All right.
You were both adorable. You were adorable. You were fantastic. Come on, let's go.
I've just got loads of random people texting me who I hadn't heard from ages saying, wow, you're on TV, which is awesome. And then one of my friends who's getting married, well done, mate. You both came across really well. Can't believe you got Holly to say she loved you both. Proud of you.
Right, I'm going to go quickly get changed.
Jono and Laura are loving the press attention, but they can't really see what all the fuss is about their relationship.
Even though his face looks different, he's still attractive, he's still got a gorgeous body, he wears nice clothes, he's got nice hair. It's not all about one thing, it's the whole package.
Back home in Yorkshire, Jono and Laura are support workers for people with learning difficulties. It feels a million miles away from the bright lights and media attention of London. But they are still enjoying their newfound fame.
Oh, that's how I
this morning. I thought it
We've
was
just recognised him.
because it was only
Last Thursday.
last Thursday. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I come to Scotland and I seen him on telly as well.
Is that your girlfriend?
Yeah, that's the yeah.
He's beautiful, isn't
Yeah.
She is, I am really lucky.
she? You've got a lovely nature.
Yeah.
You've,
I'm glad
knocked it
I've
off
seen
there.
you.
Oh, thank you.
You've knocked it off. She's a beautiful girl.
She is. We do get that quite a lot.
When we were on this morning on the Thursday and I went out on the Saturday and I was like a Z-list celebrity around town or something. It was like, everybody was like, oh my God, you're on TV, and all my friends like getting really excited about it, and they were like, look, she's famous, and like cuddling me and telling everybody I'm famous.
Maybe later on I'll have time to reflect.
I read about you in that magazine. Well done, lad.
Oh, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much. I've got quite a recognisable face, haven't I, really? Spot me from a mile.
Some proper posh people around Ponting, isn't there?
It's just my new thing. Happy days. Mum, you're just walking through crumbs.
Jono lives at home with his mum, Jean, who fostered him when he was a baby and adopted him when he was 5. But Jono's never stopped thinking about the birth parents that gave him away.
I just think it'd be dead cool to meet them, and just...
Are they your family, aren't they?
Yeah, and if they were there at like weddings, or if I just send Christmas cards or birthday cards or just a phone call or something, then that'd be good. I just love to meet them.
As the first step to tracking down his birth parents, Jono requested his files from after adoption services a few weeks ago. It makes for difficult reading, especially the notes about his biological mother.
She states that she was horrified by the child's physical appearance and experienced no maternal bond. She discharged herself from hospital some 36 hours later. That bit was really hard to take, and that bit really upset me. When I was going through my teenage years, I did really struggle with how can I love me when they can't love me, and just reading that and hearing that brought me back to those moments of how on earth how can you do that to your own child, sort of thing.
I would like to get in touch with his parents and myself and explain to them why Jonathan wants to get in touch with them, and that they've nothing to fear, and I'd like to pave the way for Jonathan, but I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
But you might not want me to do that.
I don't know, I just have no idea what to do next about it.
With all the attention Jono's been getting, after adoption services are writing to his biological parents to say that he wants to meet them. All Jono can do now is wait. First thing the next morning, Jono prepares himself for a heavy workout at the gym.
I have 3 eggs every day for breakfast, and then meal replacement shakes. I have 2 of them a day.
He's told me before that it'll burn muscle away if he doesn't have all this stuff. I don't have to worry, I don't have any muscle, I've only got fat, so I'm all right.
The thought that Jono's parents might contact him any day is weighing on his mind.
Come on!
Jono's hardcore gym routine helps him keep his cool.
Come on, you love it. You're an animal, come on. Come on, pain is weakness leaving the body. Faster, 3, 2, 1. Good, grab those dumbbells. I know it hurts, don't stop. All the way. Show me that you want it, come on. Let's block it out, Jono. Put your mind somewhere else. Good, that's better, that's what I want to see. Good, good. Ooh.
I've got like a lot on with my adoption thing, like every time my phone rings, I think it's the adoption agency with news from my mum, and I'm not able to switch off at the moment. I'm like really alert and I'm not sleeping well. But here, as soon as I'm in that much pain, I just can't think about it. It's brilliant, it's like a really good release.
Keep going, come on. That's it, stop there. Oh, nice.
Working on his body and obsessing over his look has helped Jono build up his confidence to face the world.
Seeing as I'm like not the most beautiful looking guy in the world, I'm like subconsciously just trying to make it up by having a decent figure. If I've been to the gym, I'm happy. Whereas if I have been to the gym that day, I'm sat there worried, kind of freaking out that I'm a little bit fat. In my head, I see myself kind of normal, sort of thing, like my eyes are normal and my face is not as bad as it appears. But then when I do look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, but I do actually look quite a lot different from everybody else. Over the years, I have learned how to act positive. It kind of comes naturally to me now.
Jono's hair is just as much part of the new improved look as his buffed up body.
It's so annoying, his hair routine, just like it takes him longer than me to get ready.
But his barnet wasn't always so fabulous.
I used to have a fear of hairdressers because I hated looking at myself in the mirror. And I just used to do it myself. That was one of my creations, a bowl cut. And I used to pull my hair up and undercut it because it used to be so big. So I used to lift my hair up, cut it all undercut, and then just cut round. And it was horrible, it really was bad. And then on my school prom picture, I've gone from a bowl to a curtains style. Do you remember Nick Carter out of Backstreet Boys?
Girl, till I found you hanging with my crew, checking out the vibe like we always do, just hanging.
In the weeks since his big appearance on television, Jono has inspired hundreds of people to look him up on Facebook and get in touch.
When I got back from this morning, I had over 200 emails. Strangers were like, hi, you don't know me, just wanted to say that you're really inspiring, you're a top bloke. I've had a lot of families with babies with Treacher Collins. I've been asked to be a patron of a charity. Young teenagers asking me how I dealt with bullying. We've just had so many messages. I do like it, I've got to admit, I do really, really like it. I've got this sense of being important to people and having a good influence on people, and people are saying so many nice things about me and it makes me feel good about myself, and I really, really appreciate that.
It's been 2 days since the letter from adoption services was sent out, and Jono's jumpy every time the phone rings.
Hello, Jonathan speaking. She's not in, I'm afraid. Can I take a message?
The timing couldn't be worse, as his 25th birthday is just around the corner.
Every birthday I do get a little bit weird because I'm like, oh, is this the year that they're going to contact me? I'm thinking of them right now. Are they going to be thinking about me? And then are they regretting what they've done, or are they happy that they've done it, or are they just happy in their life? Or between them, it might be one of those days that they try not to mention to one another, or one of them accidentally says something out of term and they start talking about it, or do they avoid it like the plague, or do they just sit down and have a moment to remember me? I don't know. But every year I do think about them, especially on my birthday. My birth parents said they'd created a monster, and there is a chance that my mum and dad's opinion might have changed. They might have a bit of regret, or they might look back and think, wow, he's done really good, and they might have some pride in me or something. So I still want to do it, and I'm still waiting by the phone, just hoping that they're going to call.
With all the talk of Jono's adoption, the memories have come flooding back for Jean.
When I looked at him, I thought, bless you, how could your mum leave you, you know? And yes, his face did look different, but it didn't put me off wanting to look after him. I just loved babies, and when I got him in my arms, you know, I just loved cuddling him. The worst part of it for me is that I can't find his real family for him. I wish I could just make everything all right for him like that.
Why have you got some dirty underpants in there?
They're clean.
Just in case.
Just in case they have an accident.
No, whatever.
It's Jono's birthday, and Laura's about to find out that when it comes to buying presents for Jono, it's not always the thought that counts.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Oh, presents!
He's already opened one. Stop looking for a price tag!
I'm not.
It didn't cost 40 quid if that's what you're looking for.
I'm not, I was just looking.
It's from Avinix.
I reckon it was 80 quid.
Yeah, and a bit more.
You must be mad.
But it's so hard to buy for.
Jono and Laura are going out tonight, and it takes Jono 2 hours to get ready.
I had a shave last Saturday and then I've tanned since then. Every day since then. Been to the gym today, had a sleep. Only thing is I've got a spot on my neck which I don't like. My hair's not going right at the moment.
Just go like that. Don't act so deformed about it. He says he don't rate stuff about where he looks, but I know he thinks his body's alright sort of thing, or he wouldn't wear tight clothes. If he hated it, he'd cover it all up. And he'd wear baggy stuff so you won't be able to see it. So he does like some stuff. I mean, he might say that he don't like his face, and that's understandable if he wants to think that, and he likes his hair.
Laura's worried Jono's going to be in limbo waiting for his birth parents to reply.
I just think it's going to take a long, long time, and I can't see anything happening.
What's that?
Anytime soon, really, about your adoption. I can't see anything coming of it anytime soon, me. Because they're not going to, even if they get the letter, they're not going to read it and be like, right, straight phone her up. They're going to be like in shock, like, oh my God. And they're going to take days, weeks to think about what they're going to do. Because they might not want to make another mistake again.
Every 6 months, Jono has to go to hospital to have his hearing aid checked. He's been a regular at hospital ever since he was a little kid.
My face and my hearing aid affect me in different ways. With the hearing aid, just for like practicality reasons, there's some things I just cannot do. Like I just can't go swimming with it, or if it's raining I've got to get covered up. But my face hasn't stopped me doing anything. At times it's made things harder for myself due to my lack of confidence when I was younger, but it never stopped me doing anything.
Jono's ears are not fully formed, so his hearing aid clips onto a titanium screw that is permanently embedded in his skull. Jono's skin gradually grows over the screw, so he needs to clean it regularly.
The screw is meant to show by 0.5 centimetre, and you can only see about 2 or 3 millimetres. What will happen is that it'll be impossible to fit the hearing aid on top of it. You can put the bar back on. Okay?
Yeah.
Who's cleaning this for you?
Me.
Right.
Not very good.
No, it might be better if you can get somebody else to do it for you, because it is tough to do.
The problem is, Jono's never been comfortable about anyone seeing or touching his hearing aid.
Right.
So I'll book to see you again in 4 months. And in the meantime, as always, try and get on it. Okay.
Thank you. Even just like when you're getting intimate, you do get quite touchy-feely around the facial area, and I do get really uncomfortable about anybody touching my hair in case they touch it. My eyes, yeah. Tears in the corners all the time. And if you can see with this eye as well, that it gets red, which I absolutely hate. Some people can see white bits around your iris, and it just looks right big and beautiful. That's what I would like, but with mine seen as a shape, you can't really see my white bits. And my bent nose as well, that annoys me. That's like I'm looking straight on here, and That nostril's like to one side. Really annoys me. And my teeth. Maybe I should have had them done when I was younger. But I was just like so fed up of going in and out of hospital. I just didn't want something else in my mouth and more of appointments to go to, so...
After his television appearance, Jono was contacted by Carl, who also has Treacher Collins Syndrome. He's brought his family to Yorkshire to meet Jono and Laura. But unlike Jono, Carl had reconstructive plastic surgery when he was 21.
You're the first ever person I've seen treachered.
Yeah, I've always looked in the mirror and like pushed my eyes up.
I did that.
Yeah. What surgery have you had done?
The bottom jaw brought forward, and cheek implants, and 18 months of orthodontist surgery where I had about 4 or 5 teeth pulled out and just trained to be aligned.
Are you glad you had it done?
Yeah, definitely, because it gave me that little bit more confidence.
Treacher Collins is a rare genetic condition that can affect anyone. But since Jono's already got it, the chances of passing it on to his children are 50-50, which has always made him wary of fatherhood.
You're the only people we know that you've had Treacher Collins and your child hasn't. You're the only family we know.
A lot of people have been in touch with Treacher Collins, and every one of them who've had kids have all had a child with Treacher Collins.
Yeah,
so I think if I were to get pregnant, I'd be convinced that my kid were going to have Treacher Collins.
It is scary. It's not an easy decision to make. You really have to ask yourself, am I willing to take the risk?
Yeah, that's one of the big questions I ask myself, isn't it? Have a safe journey. See you later. 25 years I've been talking to people about my experiences and doing know what you mean, and they didn't really kind of relate, whereas when I was talking to Carl, he's like, I totally know what you mean, I totally get you. And it was just so good to share my thoughts, and listening to him about the kids thing were really, really good, wasn't it?
I was curious to see how he looked. I sometimes looked at him and I thought, yeah, you can still tell he's got it. And then other times, from other angles, I looked at him and I'm like,
there's no Treacher Collins.
There's no Treacher Collins apart from his ears slightly, but they're not even like, some like people who haven't got Treacher Collins have got little ears like that. Yeah. Like my Uncle David, who died, had ears like him.
My haircut is my plastic surgery, basically. Me going to the gym, me wearing my clothes, my fake tan, that's my plastic surgery. Facial reconstruction, it's not me. God made me like this and I was born like this for a reason.
Jono is entering Tough Guy, a 12-kilometre run and assault course. It's famous for being one of the most gruelling survival ordeals in the world.
You care to carry one?
No thanks.
Jono's starting his intensive training with a wheelie bin and some ice.
You're not going to be able to get that out now. Do you need help?
Jono's Tough Guy credentials are put to the test.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
No, we need to slide it.
This really wasn't well thought out, was it?
No.
That's it. A bit further, yeah. Right, somebody help me hold it now. Right.
Day. After a sleepless night, Jono hits the gym.
He just texted me saying Chris needs to have a serious chat with me. And I'm like, well, what does she need a serious word with you for? And he said, I don't know, but she's told me not to ring when I'm at work. It's best when I'm not in work. And I was like, all right. And I was just like, oh, what do you think it is? And he was like, well, something about my parents, but we haven't really spoke about it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, what
Go get a sandwich.
The bag's really heavy today.
Well, we'll go and chuck them in car and then we'll go to the Subway.
Are you scared about later?
A little.
What do you think they're going to say? Do you think it's going to be like, they do want to meet you, they don't want to beat you? Or
I don't know.
it might be like, look, we haven't heard nothing back from us yet.
No, Chris said next time she calls, it will be news of my parents.
Laura's got a night shift tonight, and she would normally get some sleep.
You want a cup of tea?
There's no point in going to bed now.
Why not?
Because I want to know what she says.
You can find out when you get up.
No.
I'd rather be on my own.
No, I want to be there.
I want to be here if it goes wrong. But I think Lara will give him the support. Oh.
Yeah.
So I feel redundant. And I mean, I hope they do want to contact him, because I know that's what he wants, and I've no fears whatsoever about him getting in contact with them. Because I know you still love me and you want to stay with me.
Yeah.
I know I'll be disappointed and upset if they don't, even if he doesn't show it.
No, I do. Like, when everybody's like around me, I do find it hard to show my true emotion. Just what I've done most of my life.
What?
Hiding my emotions.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have done. It's not good for you. It's stressful.
I'm sorry, but I'm off to bed. Seeing as I'm not wanted.
Nope, you don't.
Mm. Now you're wondering, aren't you, when she's going to ring? Yeah.
Just going through that conversation in my head. No, they don't want to see you. Yes, they do want to see you. Just going through that in my head and kind of like a little preparation on what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say, and I don't know. So just like my heart's racing at the moment. So just try and calm down a bit. Because I don't want to just like phone and be all like a mess and all emotionally and just ramble and talk crap. I want to just think about why I am doing this and why I set out in the first place to do this.
You want me to go?
Yeah. Thank you.
After weeks of waiting, the time has finally come for Jono to call his adoption officer.
I'm not bad. How are you? Oh, good. Thank you for calling. Right, okay. No, that's obviously... no, that's yeah. Obviously not what I've like really wanted to hear, but yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for all your help. All right then, bye. No, they don't want to. So they don't want to meet me. There's nothing I can do about that. And now at least I can say I've tried, and I give it my best shot. I'm just gonna tell my mum. They don't want to meet me. No. I'm hot.
Yeah, alright.
I'm warm.
Don't let him hit him off again.
doctors said that they didn't want to get in touch and they didn't want me to carry on trying. This is the last letter they're sending and that's it. No. They don't want to see me. No. I've done it without them, so I don't necessarily need them in my future. It just would have been nice if they were there somewhere.
It would have been lovely.
What?
It would have been nice if they'd have been there somewhere.
I can't help being bitter about them. You know what I mean? Even if you just met him once.
Yeah, but it still must be hard for them.
Will you stop being nice about them?
No, I'm not. I'm not being nice for them. I'm not sticking up for them. But I'm just saying it must have been hard for them. No?
I still love you.
I know you do. And if it went for them, we wouldn't have met each other.
Wait.
There's one very unhappy lad.
The morning after the devastating news, Jono's back to doing what he does best. Building himself up so he can face the world.
I've never seen him cry in all 3 years we've been together. And then I did last night, and I can't stand seeing anybody else crying, especially a man. When men cry, I'm just the right wuss. But I think it were an horrible thing they did already when you were little, but the fact that they've just sort of done it all over again, I just don't know.
I think it just proves that they are strong-minded people. Once they've made a decision, then they're going to stick by that decision. And
no, that's called selfish for stuff like that.
well, they've got to look out for themselves and do what's best for them.
No, when you have kids, your kids come first, not yourself anymore. I just think it's heartless. I don't know how anybody can be like that.
They're putting themselves and their family first, in the sense where I put myself first.
Yeah, but...
You're not going to win this argument, well.
Yeah, I am, because the fact is that when you have kids, they're meant to come before you.
Yeah, maybe they did put me first and thought, oh shit, well, we're not going to be able to look after this kid and give it the best advice and treatment that we possibly can, not give it any love or anything like that.
And they made that decision in a day and a half.
So therefore, it's best going to somebody else. And turns out that I've had this brilliant life, down to my mum, Jean, and as far as I'm concerned, everything's worked out brilliantly. And as well, if I'd let them bother me, then I'd suffer this low confidence thing again, and I know my life would be so much harder, and I don't want that. When I was young, I did find it hard to love myself and question how other people could love me, but as I'm growing up, I've kind of fallen in love with myself, and I haven't.
Too much.
What?
I've had too much.
Yeah, and I do like the person who I've become, and I'm proud of the person who I've become, and those feelings aren't going to change because I believe I've achieved so much, and nobody can ever take that away from me.
A new article about Jono and Laura provides a welcome distraction. It takes them back to the time when they first met, when Jono was working in a gym.
It's changed.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
Oh God, that's the cheesy bit. Lying in bed one night, my boyfriend Jono took my hands to his face and I used my fingertips to trace where his cheekbones should have been. How over-exaggerated was that? That did happen, but I mean, like, I didn't say, and he grabbed my hand and traced my fingertips across his cheekbones. I didn't say that, I was just like, he grabbed my hand and put my fingers on his face. Well, you have to make it a bit not Yorkshire, don't you, to put in a magazine. I occasionally felt curious about why Jono's face looked the way it did, but I didn't see any point in mentioning it when things were going so well between us. Plus, to me, he looked gorgeous, so I didn't care if other people stared. The advantage to dating a fitness instructor is that he has the most amazing body, and I love his six-pack. That was only the six-pack thing. Even now, when I see him naked, I think, wow. Oh, man. Do I say wow? When we met, I was a shy girl with frizzy hair and braces on my teeth. Jono taught me that by acting confident, even when you don't feel it, people will warm to you. I'm proud to be Jono's girlfriend. I'm just glad I found him when I did.
Oh, that's really good, isn't it?
It's good, isn't it? It's the best story that's been
Best
made.
one, yeah.
That's because it's come from me.
I like that.
Your head's like
Pale.
angled, weirdly. And I'm just really cheesy grinning.
That's nice, isn't it?
I do like that one. It's just that eye's really small and that eye's droopy, and I look stoned. But my skin looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
Jono has always believed in being positive to build his confidence. He's never needed it more than now. So rather than sitting at home feeling sorry for himself, he decides to visit a young family who have contacted him, asking for his help.
I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm wanting to help them so much, and I might come across like too keen or too friendly, and it's just, or I might come across that I don't really care, and it's really weird. It's like going on a date or something, you know, and you've got those pre-date nerves.
Jono is going to Brighton to meet 3-year-old Ellie, who also has Treacher Collins and is about to have a hearing aid fitted.
I get mixed reactions with kids. Some kids are like a little bit wary of me, and they'll always like hide behind the mums or the dads. And then other kids are just like really, really fascinated with me. Really intrigued to see if Ellie recognises me in herself, sort of thing. If she realises like, oh, he's got the same eyes or the same ears as me. I have this jealousy and this admiration for them all, that they've all stuck by one another. I just wish my parents were like them, so to say. Hi there, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
This is Jonathan. This
Hi,
is Eloise. Eloise.
Do you prefer to be called Ellie or Eloise?
What do you prefer, Ellie or Eloise?
Eloise.
Eloise. Come and sit down. There you go. Your picture.
Oh, thank you. Is this for me?
Especially for you, isn't it?
Oh, when I get home, I'm going to put this on my wall.
I'm really looking forward to meeting you. I mean,
Yeah, like if we could have met you,
The days you were born,
that's it.
Yeah.
We'd have been like, all right, that's fine. It doesn't matter. You're like any other normal
Yeah,
person.
I'm just a regular guy.
That's it. And that, you know, we know that Ellie is. She's like, and people are sometimes a bit like, oh gosh, isn't she right? Or, you know, quite surprised that she is. It's like, well, yeah, she's just the same as anybody else. And
That is such a shame. Like, my parents got told that I weren't going to be able to walk or talk. They didn't know how I'd be, like, mentally and my understanding or even my speech and anything. And they're just like, oh, this is not going to happen. But, you
it's
know,
shocking, isn't it?
It really is.
I got my elephant toy.
Yeah, what's your elephant called? Oh, doesn't he have a name?
Jill said that she wasn't going to be mentally all there, and you know, he said, "Oh, she'll never be top of the class, and she'll be a bit slow and things like that." So even then, it's still.
that was the last thing I heard about, to be honest. You know, about how she was going to do it at school. At, 36 hours after she was born. Do you want to see Jonathan's hearing aid?
I got pink on my hearing aid.
You want a pink one?
You got a pink one, haven't you?
You got a pink
headband.
Where's Jonathan's? Where's Jonathan's?
You want to see mine?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, mine's there.
You see, Ellie? Where's Jonathan's?
Oh, cool. Yours looks gold.
Yeah, they tried to match my hearing aid,
it's
my
fun.
hair. So
It's well hidden, isn't it?
I got my story there.
Do you like stories?
With Jono talking about his own birth parents leaving him in hospital, Ellie's mum and dad's memories of the day of Ellie's birth come flooding back.
When she was born, it was just... We were just so shocked that we just couldn't believe it because it's not something you ever dream of in a million years.
Did it affect you guys?
As a couple?
Yeah, or were you like, did you...
It's just the sadness, I think, that loss. It was like a loss, you know, like a death, that sort of sensation, you know.
But purely
not
because
about Ellie, but purely about...
An expectation that we had.
What...
You have such a wonderful picture and it's going from such a high to...
It didn't seem like there was any light at all for us, and coming home bringing Ellie home was probably the most difficult.
Yeah, but with your parents, I can kind of understand a little bit where they may have been coming from.
I'm positive about it. I mean, I've led a brilliant life without them, sort of thing. So it's their loss.
It's definitely their loss.
In my eyes, the way I see it at the moment.
It is definitely their loss.
At times I didn't know what to say, and I felt like if I had started talking, I would have ended up crying, and it did upset me. But again, it was just back to that admiration of they've stuck together, and this is our girl, and no matter what, we're all going to be there together. And I just wanted to plonk her on the table and just sit and look at her, sort of thing, and just be like, wow. It's like, I don't mean it in a big-headed way, but I just think she was so beautiful, and she's just a little star. She really is, really, really good.
Seeing Ellie and her parents has made Jono realise he needs to move on with his life. Rather than focusing on the parents who don't want to see him, he thinks back to the one member of his birth family who couldn't let him go.
Do you remember these?
Yeah, I remember them, yeah.
When he was growing up, Jono's grandmother would secretly write to him, and she even managed to visit him several times from when he was 5 to 10.
Dear Jonathan, I am sending you a photograph of me and your granddad when we were married. He loved you as well.
Look very smart and well kept. I know it's supposed to be a wedding, but he's got such nice trousers on. Where's my granddad?
Yeah. When Jonathan has holiday, I will see you one day in the week. It would be nice to go to Wakefield Park. My sons and daughters come and take me out. The 1st of August, she went to York.
This one he's even saying about the Wakefield Park and sorry that she couldn't stay longer.
Well, now you know why she couldn't stay longer. She was frightened of getting found out.
And her writing's like so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, she was an old lady though. This one's where she sent you some money for your holiday.
She always sent me £30 every Christmas and every birthday. I know that's a horrible thing to remember, but when I was younger, I didn't really understand it all, and she was sending me £30 and it was like this secret grandma. It was just like really, really cool that I've got a secret grandma.
She just wanted you to have the money. She couldn't leave you any, you know, because she weren't supposed to be seeing you. But she did say that she loved you as much as her other grandchildren. Yeah, she held your hand and everything when we were out and when we went to the park and what have you. Yeah, she was really nice.
Yeah, I've just got good memories of her and I don't want to change that.
No, just let it rest then.
I work too hard to not have a holiday. I'll get depressed. I'll be ill. I'll end up getting sectioned. I'll go mad if I don't have an holiday.
We'll go to skating.
I'm not going to Skegness.
You want to answer it then?
It's the new year, And Jono's been asked to be a patron of a charity which helps kids with facial disfigurement. Tomorrow he's talking in front of a school assembly in Woking, and he's about to find out what he's let himself in for.
Yeah, I totally appreciate he's going to be really, really blunt and a little bit brutal. I'm quite nervous about this. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind talking in front of people, but kids, like, I'll try not to be. You too. Bye. The 7 to 11-year-olds, and 200 of them.
How big's the primary school like?
Oh, welcome.
Hi there. Oh my God.
You're not nervous, are you?
Have you seen how many they are? There's loads of them.
It turns out that 400 kids have turned up to hear Jono speak. Jono's nerves start to get the better of him.
That's reason. Hi everybody. I've been bullied. I've had people call me names. I've had people pull funny faces at me, and it's really, really upset me. And when I was younger, I really, really struggled to cope. And I should have told my mum. I'm really struggling. Sorry, I've never done this before, and I'm really, really nervous, and I do get really, really shy in front of a lot of people because of the way I look. I have a screw in my head, and then my hearing aid attaches to my screw. I'll show you my hearing aid. Oop. That's not very good for it, but that's my hearing aid. And I'd be absolutely lost without it. I always used to tell the kids in my class there was a calculator and that I was able to cheat on all my tests. And they all believed me. I was born like it, yeah. You know, my life was hard enough without other people making it even harder. That's why you need to be nicer to people, and that's why you just need to be kind and a bit more understanding. How many? I don't know how many people's bullied me. I don't know how many people's called me names or laughed at me, because I don't let it bother me anymore, so I don't know, unfortunately. No.
Who's your best friend?
Who's my best friend? Laura's my best friend.
It feels like he has to say that.
Only because she's here, yeah.
I've got a question for Laura.
Yep.
Is it easy to live with Jonathan?
He has bad habits like everybody else. He takes his hearing aid out and pretends he's doing something with his hair so he doesn't have to listen to me go on about something. But he's just like a normal person to me, he's no different.
I do that with my mum as well. Whenever my mum used to tell me off, they used to turn my hearing aid down, and then she'd be shouting at me, and I was like, didn't hear any of that. So.
Can I just say, Jonathan, thank you so much.
Hi everybody. Thanks for being kind to me. I'm like sweating so much.
Well done, it's brilliant.
Can we see the screw?
You want to see my screw?
Everybody wants to see the screw now.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt.
Cool. When you go swimming, do you have to take it out? Or
Yeah. I won't get electrocuted. No, I have to take it out, unfortunately.
We would like your autograph.
Thank you.
Sign on here. Yeah. I've got your autograph. Please sign my wrist.
You're not going to get told off, are you?
No, I probably will.
Taxi's here.
Oh, we've got a taxi. We're going to have to go? Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye. I want to see my thing. You can see it? Yeah.
The reaction of the kids has left Jono feeling 10 feet tall.
my life wouldn't be so good as it is without Laura, and I know I don't say it as often as maybe I should, but I do absolutely think the world of her, and she supports me no matter what I decide or what crazy idea I've got. She always stands by me and supports me, and I love her to pieces. I really, really do.
I feel the sunshine on my face. Come rain or
As January draws to a close, Jono's psyching himself up for his big tough guy challenge. Jean knows that at least one person died doing tough guy, and like any mum would, she worries about Jono.
I don't want him to do a tough guy challenge.
He needs to stay at home and be a good boy, doesn't he?
I don't think he's prepared enough for the tough guy challenge.
How am I not prepared to do
It's a
tough
lot.
guy?
Because I don't think you are.
Why? Have you seen me do any training whatsoever?
No, exactly.
That didn't exactly come out as a positive thing you wanted to say then.
I am a machine.
Well, you always are, aren't you? You always think you're doing the right thing, but you're not always.
I've ran through all bogs, done hill sprints, jumped over fences, climbed under fences, gone backwards, crawled on my hands and knees.
Have you ever had an audience while you've been doing all that?
It's like you can't say anything, can you?
Yeah, because you're both not supporting me.
I am!
I'm putting my life at risk.
Well, nobody's asked you to.
You can't die on me, right? Because how am I meant to get back from Wolverhampton? I'll never find my way home.
It's morning of the tough guy. Super excited. And then we see outside. Look at that. Snow everywhere. That means like frozen lakes. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Try and keep warm, I guess. So, see you in a bit. Oh yeah.
Oh, you better not have done that.
Now this is just purely for enjoyment. It's not about putting demons to bed. It's not about conquering any fears. It is just purely enjoyment. I'll see you later.
Good luck. Don't die. He's gonna die.
Should be ready to go at 11:15.
Jono is one of 5,000 competitors who have decided to brave the sub-zero temperatures and take on the barbed wire, ice lakes and mud baths.
He's loving it now. You alright? I do think I'm going to be together with him forever, because if you didn't, then why would you be with somebody? Look at that! He's hurt himself. Cramp. You alright? Well done. Are you sure you're alright?
Cold?